Really? Really? This is the example you want to set, Red Sox? To all those little kids that show up to Fenway every year and buy hot dogs and buy chicken fingers, and they're going to grow up, and this is the lesson they're going to learn? That cheaters win. Cheaters prosper. You know what, Alex Cora? Go ahead, go down to Puerto Rico, enjoy a nice extended off season. We're not going to be good anyways. We're trading Mookie Betts. We're, getting rid of all of our salary problems. We're getting under luxury tax. Our best pitcher is going to be Nathan Eovaldi this year. We don't want you a part of this. Oh, Rob Manfred, that spineless commissioner, he just told you have to be out for 60 games. Whatever. We'll have Ron Renicky be our manager. This is a joke season anyway. We're going to tank, get a top 5 pick, try to get Jack Leiter in the draft, and now you're coming back? As a Yankee fan, I'm going to be objective about this. I don't know how I feel about if I was a Red Sox fan right now. I don't know. And I know I've been on Twitter all day, right? This is like a celebration time if you're a Red Sox fan. Oh, we got our guy back. He's been exonerated. Now, the closest thing that I can relate this to is Alex Rodriguez. And it was hard to cheer for A-Rod. It was hard when he was a known cheater and he was back. And it was like, on one hand, you're like, he served his time and he's back. And on the other hand, you're like, he's a cheating bastard at the end of the day. So now the Red Sox have kind of embraced cheating in a way by getting Alex Cora back. Now, is Alex Cora a good manager? Yeah. I mean, he is. He won a World Series. And if you listen to his press conferences, he's just like, he knows what he's doing. I hate to say it, I do hate him. I hate him. I hate him as a rival. I don't respect him anymore as a rival. I used to when they beat us 18-1 at Yankee Stadium. But he's back. He's back. And why should I expect more out of an organization like the Red Sox? As far as long-reaching implications, I don't know. Manager. How much do managers matter anymore in MLB? Maybe they do for some teams, but for, analytically driven teams like the Yankees or the Rays or the Dodgers, or I assume the Red Sox to a certain extent, it's like they're just puppets. They really are. It's an analytic nerd department who makes all the real decisions, and then they come out and put a happy face on for the media and explain the decisions as best as possible, like we see all the time, right? Like we saw in the World Series by pulling Blake Snell, and then Kevin Cash comes out and he's like, we thought it was the best decision, talking about his analytic group. You don't want to get them in trouble because then you are out of a job. So the Red Sox get Kevin Cash back, and this is not a real Red Sox problem. Again, if I was a Red Sox fan, I'd probably be like, hey, we got our boy back, honestly, at the end of the day. This is really more for Rob Manfred. Is Rob Manfred the worst commissioner in baseball history? Like really? Is he, not in baseball history, because he is, but in sports history, right? You have the worst cheating scheme in sports history. You look back at, PEDs in baseball, steroid era. Everyone was using that. I don't think that was that big of a deal. The Black Sox betting on themselves was bad. Sure, Spygate, Deflategate, not the worst thing in the world. Bountygate, yeah, that was bad. But you had a team that was knowingly cheating. Knowingly, unbelievable how bad they were cheating, right? The Astros broke baseball. They knew what pitch was coming. Do you know? I don't know if you guys played baseball. I assume most baseball fans at least played T-ball or machine pitch. If you know what pitch is coming at a higher level, it is so much easier to play the game. And the Astros knew what pitch was coming, and it was run by Carlos Beltran, Alex Cora, AJ Hinch, and the players. I don't care if they didn't know. They knew. They had to have known. I don't care if you can't prove it. There is no way you have a breach in security. There's no way AJ Hinch and Alex Cora are watching the baseball game and they hear a trash can bang, bang, bang behind them and they're not like, what's that? What? They definitely knew what was going on. So you can't plead like we weren't a part of it. Oh, we tried to stop this game. You're the goddamn manager. Like, do your job. And Rob Manfred, 1 year later, nothing has been done. Nothing. AJ Hinch is back on the Tigers. Alex Cora is back on the Red Sox. There's talk that the Mets might just get Beltran back. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, nothing. You accomplished nothing. You really did accomplish nothing. What did you find the Astros? Like a couple $100K and a couple draft picks? I mean, Barry Bonds never played baseball again, right? Like, Shoeless Joe Jackson never played baseball again. And I know you granted the players immunity, which is bogus in itself, but you didn't ban the coaches for life, and they're back. They've missed one 160 game kind of fake season, and they're just back. And, I wonder what the backlash will be from fans. I know if I'm ever at a Yankee game and, maybe for a playoff game or opening day and they're announcing the Red Sox, order, and they announce, and for the Red Sox manager, here is Alex Cora. I'll be booing as loud as the next person, right? Like, I don't respect him anymore. Anything that he says, it's like, you're a cheater. And that is bad, right? Any Astros, I don't know if they'll ever make the Hall of Fame, right? At the end of the day, Altuve, it's like, yeah, but you cheated. It's the same thing that Alex Rodriguez and Barry Bonds go through. And they were 10 times the player that any of these Astros were. So, those are my main thoughts on Alex Cora being manager. Now, am I scared of the Red Sox? No. They're a bad team. They have no pitching. They're still in luxury tax hell. I mean, they're just a clown show team. JD Martinez, will he be back next year? Chris Sale, is he even going to be back for opening day? Outside of that, they had to pass over Martin Perez's $5 million option, and he was their number 2 pitcher last year. So, who's left? So it's not like this is some dynasty. I'm worried about Alex Cora coming back and being the, piece to glue all the holes together, because they're still a bad team. Red Sox high end, maybe 3rd place in the division next year, although probably the Blue Jays take a step forward, and then obviously the Yankees and the Rays are the class of the AL East right now. But honestly, it's just, you just take some time to reflect on how bad that punishment was. At the time, I didn't hate the punishment too much. Like, I was mad at it. I was like, how do you not take away the championship? How do you give all the players immunity? But it just looks so much worse now that the coaches are getting rehired, like nothing ever happened. And I don't know if this, I was going to say, I don't know if this would, the Astros, for example, I know that they're going to be hurt in free agency, and mainly free agency, because players aren't going to want to go there and face the scrutiny that's going to happen, right? Like, if I'm a free agent, I don't want to go to the Astros because I'm just going to get booed and thrown. People are going to throw food at me every game. I'm just going to be like with a bunch of people that cheated, right? Like, I don't think you would want to play with people like that. But I don't think that will affect AJ Hinch or Alex Cora, because I don't think players really care about coaches as much. When a coach cheats you, it's like, oh yeah, but when your fellow player cheats you, it's a different story. So I don't think it will hurt AJ Hinch or Alex Cora that bad. I just think it's a sad day for baseball if they're back, both of them. More so Alex Cora, just because he's going back to his original team. And it's kind of like a fuck you to Rob Manfred that's like, whatever, we don't care. Like, so what? No one cares. Like, you're just like, you're a clown. You're such a bad commissioner. And that's what it comes down to. This doesn't have anything to do with Alex Cora. This has everything to do with Rob Manfred just being a clown commissioner. Honk, honk. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you for checking out our channel. Comment like, and subscribe. Make sure you guys are engaging on some of the other episodes and shows on our channel. And I'll keep bringing you guys baseball content. Make sure you guys check out my Francisco Lindor Yankees video earlier. I'll be having more off-season content coming up. And yeah, hopefully you guys look out for that. I'm signing out.